It's looking like Apple's new iPhone SE update may not be having the impact that Apple was hoping for. Citing unnamed sources, Nikkei Asia this week said that Apple is already cutting production on the recently updated version of the iPhone SE due to lower than expected demand. The report claims that Apple is asking its suppliers to cut back by 2 to 3 million units for this quarter. And Ming-Chi Kuo also lowered his predictions on iPhone SE sales for 2022. He took the number down from 25 to 30 million units to 15 to 20 million units as a result of that lower demand. Apple has also reportedly lowered production on the iPhone 13, but this is pretty normal due to the cycle and where we are with current iPhone models. We are expecting the iPhone 14 this fall, and this time of year things usually do slow down a little bit, so nothing to be concerned about there. Now, could it be that consumers are done with an iPhone that still features older tech even at a lower price? I'm wondering if maybe the home button, the Touch ID, the single camera are all just a little bit too long in the tooth for most consumers. Also, the size, 4.7 inches, is that too small now? What do you think in the community? I'm curious to know your opinion. The iPhone mini has also reportedly been on the way out this year from earlier things that we've talked about here on the show. And so maybe 6.1 inches is the new small iPhone size. Judging by our community, I don't think it likely is. I know there's a lot of you out there who really prefer a smaller form factor, something below 6 inches. So I think it would be nice if Apple could somehow make the iPhone mini the new SE, bringing the features and size of the mini in at a lower price. It might be a little bit of a tall order to ask for. $429 is a pretty low entry price point, at least for an iPhone, and cramming all the features of the iPhone mini in at that price may be a little bit difficult. Maybe they can get it down to sub 500, like $499 instead of $699. And maybe the way to do that is drop the dual camera back down to a single camera lens and lower the storage of the SE. My fictional mini version, iPhone mini version of the SE, down to 64, 128, and 256 gigabytes, just like the current SE model. And maybe that gets them to that price point. But I don't know. What do you think? This same report also claimed that Apple was cutting production of AirPods by 10 million units, but that was contradicted by Ming-Chi Kuo in a tweet where he said that suppliers Luxshare, Precision, and GoerTech denied that claim. So iPhone SE, maybe not taking off as well as Apple had hoped. There's a lot of factors going into that, just uncertainty of the economy, I think slowing smartphone sales in general, and again, maybe consumer buying preferences. And that's the one I'm really curious to hear from you about. So if you have some feedback, shoot me an email, send me an audio comment, maccast@gmail.com.